What is going on, guys? This is Benny. Remember yesterday when I said yesterday I was going to be trying my hardest to get 12 wins for the challenge, and I finally did. I got it with this battle deck right here. We got the Hog Rider, this is the Lightning Spell, this is the Ice Golem, P.E.K.K.A, Executioner, Zap, Prince, and Archers. I made a change from the battle deck I showed you guys yesterday before I had the minions in there, and instead I put the Zap. I'll explain that reasoning later, but I'm going to open my tournament chest. I have some free chests here as well. So this is honestly my first ever 12 wins for a tournament. It wasn't the Grand Challenge, actually. It was the Classic Challenge. I made a mistake. I was doing the Grand Challenges all night, like literally all night. I got to like 9 and 10 wins consistently. And then say I get 10 wins and I freaking lose. I'll be so mad. That happened yesterday too when I showed you in the video. But then I accidentally did the Classic Challenge. Keep in mind I stayed up till like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. once again. Stayed up late trying to get this. Finally got it with 2 losses. I know it's not as big as the Grand Challenge, but still it's a 12 win and you still have to be on point and the deck has to be good because you go against a lot of adversity. So I'll be explaining that. We got the Classic Challenge though. Not as big as the Grand Challenge. We got our stack full for those. Mini P.E.K.K.A. And we get a, for all of that work. For all that work, we get 1 clone spell. So I definitely should have done the Grand Challenge. Made a mistake, but still 12 wins, guys. You cannot bash that. It's my first ever one too. And a lot of you, someone said, like, a couple of people actually said, oh, you're level 13 and you still don't have a 12 win. Well, I took like a 5-month break, guys, and I just got back into it like a couple weeks ago, or like 2 weeks ago, I'd say. So I'd say that's pretty good. Max wins 12. Now the next step is the Grand Challenge. But here's the battle. Like, I'll show you guys my last 2 matches. Claim that as a streak. There we go. And then I'll do a live battle as well, because I'm over 5,000 trophies with this battle. Like, even with the, well, it's not really under leveled anymore because I opened a few things. We'll open up our magical chest as well. One, because I want to see if I can get a legendary out of this. Make it so, oh, we got more execution. There's only 1 there. Lightning spell. We'll do another because we have the gems, if you know what I'm saying. Balloon. So didn't really get anything out of that one. So yeah, I'll show you guys the replay. Explain how the battle deck works, and I'll show you guys one of my, we had a draw. Actually, no, these are real matches there. Here's the tournament right here. So it was rough. I lost 2 in a row. I was like 8-0, no, I was like 9-0 or something, and I lost 2 in a row. And I was like, dang it, man, are you serious? So I lost to a graveyard bowler kind of style. He had the freeze, so how I lost that one was with the freeze. Dude, he freaking used the graveyard. If you use the freeze and my executioner and my zap would not be enough. And then I lost to a bowler and the giant with the balloon. So those are the 2. Actually, no, that was a ladder match. It was on tilt, so I went to do the other one. So the other one I lost to was this one right here, a golem battle deck, and the other ones were just ladder matches. Sorry. So yeah, I lost and I did some regular matches. I was like, oh my god. But then I'll show you guys the last 2 victories here. We going up against a Hog Rider. I'm confusing myself here. So I gotta remember that the swords like this are ladder matches and these ones are tournament matches. So my last 2 tournament matches, here we go. You can see it was 13 hours ago, late at night, but we went up against a giant. Typically giants offer a tough matchup, but this one wasn't terrible. So looking at the matches though, I lost to 2 bowlers. So it seems as though bowler is actually the good counter to this battle deck because it's good against, because it knocks back the mini P.E.K.K.A, it knocks back the Prince, it knocks back everything really, the Hog Rider, and the bowler has more health than the Executioner. So I guess you could say this, bowler is a good counter to the Executioner, but I have with the change that I made with the Zap, I love it so much better because before what I would struggle with is I would only be able to push with the Executioner if I had I would only be able to push on their side if I had the Executioner there because pretty much everyone is running Minion Horde because it stops a lot of things, and that was really hard for me to get through because I can't talk right now. My P.E.K.K.A would get stopped by that. The Prince would get stopped by the Minion Horde. The Hog Rider would get destroyed by the Minion Horde. And then, so that's when I made the change. I was like, alright, what card am I had the least value with? And that was the minions. So I took out my minions and I put the Zap in there, and now I can push. I don't have to be, because before I would be afraid to just drop a Hog Rider or drop a Prince. And now I can have the comfort of knowing, like, if they have Minion Horde, I can drop the Prince and zap it right away and still be good to go. So you can see I always have my finger on the Zap just in case they would drop the Skeleton Army, and I did zap the tower, and I don't know why I zapped there, but I'll always, when those are pushing, just have my finger on the Zap and ready, like hovering over my troop in case I were to drop it. So it was a necessary change because it got me to the 12 wins, and I think it's really good because I can still push with the 3 other ways, and then still have a little struggle versus like the graveyard, but the archers are good for like air troops, and then the execution obviously is good for the air troops. Like the lava hound is what's difficult. But we have the lightning spell in case we need to get rid of a lot of things that are behind giants and everything. And I try to, a lot of times I use my ice golem just for distraction. I know like that's very common, but this minion horde here was giving me trouble, man. I could not get through it. So he did take my tower early on, and I was like, oh man, took it out. But I do have a big push incoming. So what I did was just drop everything, because I know how crucial it is at this stage in the game to get tower damage and to pretty much try and get a victory. So that's why I keep pushing this lane, because there's only 30 seconds left. And he just made a big mistake there with the goblin barrel by dropping that, because it pretty much just lost him 3 elixir, and our executioner took it out. So that's why I zapped the tower. Just wanted to ensure I got that, because now that I'm in double elixir, I felt confident that I could sustain a big push. Because a lot of times with this battle deck, you never want to drop first. You do not want to drop first. You just kind of wait to see what they're gonna do. Because a lot of times you'll get it where, you know how like you're in the standstill, like no one wants to drop a troop, and then you get it, the time just winds down. That's going to be very beneficial to you, because you have a lot of things that are like 4 and 5 elixir, and those are your big push cards, big damage cards. And if you can't have multiples of those out on the field or on the arena, it's gonna be troublesome. So I usually just wait it out, and a lot of times we'll just sit there for like 30 seconds or a minute, and that's beneficial to me because I have all the counters for once double elixir comes around. And if I don't lose a tower or it's even, I'm pretty confident that I can win. The struggle is a golem. They have a high chance at doing really well in the second half, but if you play it right, you have a good shot against them. But bowler is the struggle. That's the only thing that I found a struggle with this battle deck, and not a lot of people are running them right now. I think that may change if they don't want to run the executioner. So you can see the battle deck's winding down. He's zapping me. I'm trying to get my hog rider damage in there. He's dropping the minion horde and everything. I'm just slowly trying to chip away his tower, and he's slowly trying to chip away at mine. So this one was intense, and this was like at, I don't know, sitting on the edge of my bed at like 3 a.m. like literally just intensely playing on my phone, looking down. Like I did not want to lose, because this was 10 wins right here. So I was like, come on, I gotta win this. I gotta win this. And now, and now just looking back, it's like, dude, I was in the zone when I was playing. So there we go. We almost have him in kill range with our lightning spell, but I still have to play defense, so that's why I'm dropping the executioner back there. And I am ahead in the trades with the lightning spell, because he's gonna keep lightning spelling my stuff, which I'm okay with, because I just need to. Oh, and the scary part though is that goblin barrel. The G barrel does quite a bit of damage, but either way, I had the hog rider and I was going on my own push. And we got the victory. So that one was the intense one. My last match was quite. It was kind of scary, not as scary. Let's find it. It was this one right here. So on this one, I was like, please do not be a golem. Please do not be a bowler. Like those are my 2 that I think are the worst matchups. You have a good one. You have a good matchup versus golem, but sometimes I struggle. So that's why I was like, please do not be that. And then so you can see we're waiting it out. I'm gonna 2 times the speed on this one because I don't want this to be a super long video. So see, we waited it out. He actually dropped first, but he burned a little bit of time, so that helps me out. I dropped the prince a lot of times for the musketeer, but once I saw those elite barbarians, I was like, yes, dude, because I love actually going. I used to hate going against elite barbarians, but I actually love it now. Executioner counters them. The prince is really good against them. The mini P.E.K.K.A. along with the ice golem. I have a really good matchup for so I love seeing those. The furnace I don't really like going against too much, but the lightning spell takes care of that easily. You could say, oh, I could wait till a troop goes by it to get more value, but in this stage of the game I wasn't thinking that. I was like, I do not want to run into a furnace that late, so I'm just going for it. And right here we got a good opening push. P.E.K.K.A. takes it out, and since I still have the executioner alive, if I still have him alive while he's pushing down the lane, I'll push with it no matter what, unless he's almost dead or something. Because you can see he's just so hard to deal with. And we took his tower almost down, and I was just like, alright, I'm gonna get rid of that musketeer. good enough value for me to get his tower and take out the musketeer, because I hate dealing with those. So at this moment in time, there's only 20 some seconds left. I'm still trying to put on the power, or like the push on the right hand side a little bit, just to make him not have such a huge confined push on my left hand side tower. But there we go, victory. That was a really easy match. I was so pumped over my first 12 wins, the battle deck. And now we're gonna get into a ranked match. Whether I win or lose, it doesn't really matter. I think I'm at my all-time high. Yes, I am. So I haven't played all day though. That'll be my excuse if I lose. I'm rusty. I'm rusty. So, and I no game sound sucks too. Royal Giant. We have a decent matchup versus Royal Giant. A lot of people like to put the minions behind there, so we'll throw down the Executioner first. Saying wow. I actually say wow to your Royal Giant, man. So the minions are there. Executioner is just gonna get annihilated. That's why I love him, dude. We have such a good matchup, and now I'll push with this too. If he has a skeleton army, we'll drag this up here just in case. Just barbarians. Okay, barbarians are fine, because our Executioner and Prince should take care of those, while our Hog Rider just goes ham. And he's having to drop a lot of stuff. We're getting a lot of value with that push. He's down elixir right now. So if we can, I don't know. I kind of want to push this with the mini P.E.K.K.A. You know what, we're going to. Princess, how you doing? My Ice Golem didn't take the bait, sadly, so I'm actually gonna zap, and that mini P.E.K.K.A. should get a shot in there. Nice. Took the tower. All right, sweet. Oh, and the mini P.E.K.K.A. takes the princess out. So he has Royal Giant. He's playing for the chip damage, single tower win, and we're looking pretty right now. So I used to hate facing Royal Giant, but we have such a good matchup now. I can't really complain. Executioner and Prince will do us wonders. I could go for the 3 crown, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, we'll go for it. Why not? Go for the video. Kind of like do it for the vine, do it for the video. He might have. Okay, I was gonna say maybe he gave up, but he did not. He was just waiting to drop all that stuff there, counter my troops a little bit. I'm actually gonna drop the Ice Golem so my Executioner does not take shots, because he does quite a bit of damage on his own, and we'll that princess is gonna be annoying. Executioner, and then I'll drop the mini P.E.K.K.A. right up here. There's no way I don't think he's gonna be able to chip down my tower in a timely manner. We'll do Prince. Since we have the Executioner, like I stated, we're gonna push with it. And then, ooh. Drop the Golem and take the tower shots if he gets there in time. That cannon is just gonna get destroyed. Zap. So the Executioner can get there, take care of it, and nice. 3 crown. There you go. You can see battle deck. It has a good matchup for so many things, and that's why I like it. There's so many different variants of it, but this is the one that I've created and the one that I've been using since it pretty much came out. Just tweaked it a little bit, and I am in love with the zap for when people have skeleton army. It's so strong. But there you guys have it. That's my winning battle deck, kind of my ins and outs of it. It's strong, and the Executioner is really good. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.